I am Katie Malozic. I am the teaching assistant for the K-1st Little Mermaid, and here is your first warm-up video. I know this is a little bit of a strange process, but we're going to get through it and it's going to be great. So we're going to start off with a little bit of a stretch. So we're just going to put our head to our right shoulder. We're going to roll it down. We're going to do our left shoulder back. We're going to do that again. And then we're going to roll it to the other side. So from your left shoulder to the right shoulder, it goes back. We're going to do it from your right shoulder to your left one more time. We're going to go back. And then from your left shoulder to your right, you're going to swing down. Go back. Swing down. Awesome. So after that, you're going to roll your shoulders out a little bit. You're going to go roll them back. Then you're going to roll forward a little bit. And you're going to try to move forward and then move back. And just kind of shake out your arms and everything. So now we're going to do a little bit more of a full body stretch. You can't really see this. I'll try to stand back a little bit, but you're going to make a triangle with your legs. You're going to take a big steps out with both legs. You're going to reach both of your arms out, and you're going to reach over to the side. You want to sit in this for a little bit so that you can open up this side here. And sit in it, sit in it, sit in it. And then you're going to drop it down so that your body is hanging down in between your legs. You kind of swing back and forth. Swing back and forth, and then roll up. You're going to take both arms out again. And then you're going to reach to the other side. And again, you want to really sit in this so that this side of your torso really opens up a little bit. And stretch, 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 and then drop it down. Again, you can kind of swing in between each foot. Let your hands trail along the ground. And then you're going to roll up again, slowly, one vertebra at a time. And then let the top of your head just sit on the top of your neck. So after this, we're going to take, then we're going to take both of our arms and kind of shake them out a little bit. You know, try not to do it too much so that you don't hit things around you or people or whatever. But you're going to take arms, you're going to reach them up, you're going to reach up one of your arms, you're going to reach across your body, then your arm on the bottom is going to reach up, and you're going to pull it into you and really get a nice little stretch. A nice stretch going, you can kind of feel it. You should feel it a little bit in the tip of your fingers as these muscles open up. You can hold it a little bit, and then you can check out. And then, then you're going to take your other arm, you're going to reach up, and then you're going to reach across, and you're going to take your bottom arm, and you're going to reach it up and pull it across you. And let it sit for a little bit. Again, you should feel this right about here. All of these muscles open up. Cool. And you can shake it up. And you're just going to shake up every part of your body. Again, try not to hit things or people. Then we're going to go into our vocal exercises. So what I really wanted to talk about was the kind of differences and the different voices that you can make. So there are the really deep voices that come from a lot of support with your belly. So these are, this is kind of what we talk about when we say breathe from your diaphragm. Your diaphragm is a little muscle that's about where your tummy is. So think of it as breathing into your tummy. And you can feel the difference between this and like regular breathing, because regular breathing kind of makes your chest go up and it makes your shoulders go up a little bit, and that's not good because that actually tenses us up, and that means that we can't take big enough breaths. So what you want to do is you want to breathe into your tummy. So you can probably see this. So I'm going to breathe out, and then I'm going to breathe in, and then I'm going to breathe out again. You can kind of see my belly going out and in. And that means that I'm going to have a lot of support for whatever I'm saying or whatever I'm singing, because I'm breathing through my tummy. instead of up into my shoulders and kind of your chest area. So we want to practice. We're going to do, we want to think about Santa. So Santa likes to put his hands on his belly. So put your hands on your belly. You can kind of take a nice little wide stance. And you want to think, ho, ho, ho. And that's the kind of feeling that you want to get with it. So what I want to practice is taking a big breath in. We're going to take a big breath in. And then we're going to say, ho, 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 ho. And with each one, I want you to feel this going in. And I want you to feel your body contracting with each time that you do it. And that can kind of start you feeling how to get that kind of support with whatever you're singing or saying. So let's try it. So we're going to take a big breath in. We're going to go ho, 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 ho 5 times. And then we're going to release anything else that's left. And then we're going to take a big breath in again. And we're going to do it again. And we're going to do that 3 times. So big breath in. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. So that might feel a little silly, but I think it can really help you get used to the feeling of supporting stuff with your tummy. So that's what breathing into your tummy is like. So then the next place that we go with our air is the resonance that we feel in our chest when we speak in our chest voice. So our chest voice is what we use a lot of the time when we're speaking. It's what we use with a lot of kind of the lower notes in songs. A lot of songs typically don't go low enough for, kind of like belly voice necessarily. But a lot of low notes that we sing are going to be supported with our chest. So we're going to be, I want you to practice one hand on your belly. Feel the feeling of supporting everything that you're saying with the breathing into your belly. And I want you to have, so one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. And I want you to feel when you're talking, I'm going to tell you to say, hello, how are you? And I want you to say it back, and I want you to feel that resonance, feel the vibration right here. And that's how you know that you're speaking in your chest voice, or your lower range. So we're going to say, hello, how are you? Yeah, feel a little weird? Yeah, it feels a little weird, but it's kind of cool to start noticing where our resonance is with different ranges. So now, kind of moving up from there, we're going to go into our kind of nasally voice. So our nasally voice kind of sounds like this. It's with a lot of there are a lot of accents that kind of use this a little bit more than others. You kind of like associate this with a lot of stuff. Like witches always kind of have this like sense to them. They have this very like nasally voice. We want you to take 2 fingers of each hand. So these 2, I want you to put them on your nose, and I want you to try talking like this. So maybe repeat after me. I'll get you, my pretty. And yes, it does sound a little bit silly, but this is going to be something really, really useful for when you have to have higher notes and you need more resonance. And so you're going to want to know what this sounds like. So you can try laughing in this place. And it feels silly, but it's fun and I like it. So that's your nasal voice. And you can feel it when you feel your nose vibrating when you go like this, and it's a very distinctive feeling. So from there, you then go into your head voice. So your head voice is what you use for a lot of singing. A lot of singers go into their head voice when they need to hit really, really high notes. So your head voice needs a lot of support from your belly, but you shouldn't feel a lot of resonance in your chest. And I can go into this in the next kind of few videos or so, but your head voice is what you do a lot of, like, if you think about sirens, like, you know, just police and fire sirens that you might hear, just that, like a lot of that, that's in your head voice. That's that kind of like airy, light sound. And it takes a lot of work for that to be like a really kind of pure tone. And yeah, so that's what a lot of our work when we focus on our head voice is getting that to sound less airy and more supported. So that's your head voice, and that one you can feel a little bit more. You feel it more in your nose than you do in your chest. That's kind of an indication that you're using more of your head voice than your chest voice. Yeah, so those are the kind of the different kinds of resonance and kinds of voice that you can use. You got your belly support, you got your chest voice, you got your nasally voice, and then you got your head voice. And yeah, so kind of to bookend all of this, I would love to do some sirens. So we're just going to do 2. And that is going to go from the bottom of your voice all the way to the top and then all the way back down again. And that, hopefully, now that, you know, you've kind of like gotten a sense of where each one is, you can, when you do these kinds of sirens, you can notice where those are, and you can notice where you have to shift from your chest voice into your head voice. And that's what's called your break. Your break is where you get to a point where you're talking in your head voice, and then you have to shift to your head voice because you can't. That's just where your chest voice gives up. So, notice where that is. It's interesting. It's always good to know about what your ranges are. So, sirens. Bottom of your voice, all the way up to the top, and then all the way back down again. So, we're going to do 3 of them. You can do them with me. So, yeah, a little weird? It's great. It's fine. Let's do it again. So. Cool. One more time, and then we can call it. Great. So that's a really good one to kind of warm up a lot of different areas. I'm going to teach you a little bit, a few more actual vocal exercises in the next one, but I really just wanted this one to be about where each of these different kind of types of voice and support sit in your body. Yeah, so we're going to be going into that a little bit more later, but have a wonderful